Have you ever confronted a situation where your boss is asking you, Anush, can you do this and give me by end of the day, and the time is already 7 o'clock?
Yes.
Have you ever encountered a situation where your spouse is asking you to buy a couch where you are intending to buy a nice curved TV? Or even with your peers, have you confronted a situation where you need to decide and agree a place where you go for lunch, or even a location where you celebrate SG50 celebrations? We all encounter such situations, and we need to negotiate every day, every hour, every minute. And all of us have some negotiation skills, but I'm here to explain you some basic guidelines which is outlined in the advanced manual. What is the fundamentals of the negotiation skills? What do you need to watch out for, and how to improve this? And as part of this speech, I will also be doing a role play with one of our team members towards the end, getting the feedback as well. Good evening, Mr. President, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Negotiation skills, you can grade it 3 ways. First one, most desirable, is a win-win situation, where two parties come together, discuss the needs and wants on both sides, and they discuss and debate, and finally they go happily, contented with whatever solution they agreed. Both of the parties are happy, and they get benefited out of this. And second is a win-lose situation, typically a boss-employee scenario, where somebody convinces you to take up that and you don't have a choice. And one party wins, another party loses. So this is a win-lose situation. So one party goes happily, another party goes sad. No choice. And the last one is very sad, lose-lose situation. Both parties do not have any option than to agree, but absolutely unhappy about the situation, and they don't have anything to take away. They're just forced into it. And what we are aspiring to have is a win-win situation. That's the right level of negotiation we need to have, so that both parties have some benefit and then really be willing to work together next time. So that's a fundamental and different types of negotiation skills. And why is it so important? Because negotiations can really make a difference in big organizations. Even many organizations have a separate negotiating team, negotiating function, so that even a small percentage of difference via negotiation will save millions of dollars for the company. It's so important. And negotiation requires a lot of research and groundwork. You need to know exactly what you want from the negotiation. Without that, no point in going to a place or a market and then asking for something. You need to know what exactly your needs are, what your wants are. And then next step is to understand the needs and wants of the other party. What is his priority? What is her priority and needs are? And third is having some solutions, options. What are the different options when you go for a negotiation? If the other party is saying something, are you okay with that? Or you have a different option to offer, and then that's it. Are you open-minded and to understand other option, what the other party is saying? So there are a lot of options you need to discuss and think through. And finally, leading the discussion to the negotiation. How do you drive it? How do you stick to the point where you cannot go below that, or you cannot accept that, but still sticking to your point, and then maybe explore an alternate solution? So these are the steps. How do you go with the negotiation? And there are some fundamental principles. How do you do this? First, you need to break the ice. First, you start the conversation with something to connect with that person, maybe an incident or a situation where you have probably seen that person, or even his company, or anything that you could relate with that person. Break the ice. Next, whenever you converse, try to use the I statement. I need this help. I want you to help me this way, or I want you to consider this. So have more of I need, so that it doesn't feel so generic. So the other person will not even feel the need of you. So put a lot of I statements. Be honest and direct. Don't beat around the bush. Right? Be clear and concise. What is that exactly you need? And be appreciative of the person, because he or she is going to spend his time with you. And then everybody likes to get appreciated, which is why we even have awards and ribbons and all that. So please be appreciative of the party. And stick to the point and watch out your time. These are the fundamental principles. How do you go with the negotiation? And to explain this further, let me do a role play. Just brief this person what we are going to do, very high level outline. We have not rehearsed it because that's how it's supposed to be. It may end up win-lose or a lose-lose or a win-win, but let's see how it goes. We'll try to employ all these principles and check it out. Let me welcome Saptarishi. I'll probably need 2 chairs to sit over. Just a moment. Yes. Thank you. So let me please take a seat. Let me brief the scenario here. This is something we all encounter in DB environment. Saptarishi is a manager who has booked a conference room for his team members for a period of 6 months. And I am looking to book that room. So I need to negotiate with him to allow him to spare the conference room for my new project for a certain period of time. And he's not going to let away that to happen because I need to convince him, negotiate with him, and then persuade him. So this is the scenario. Okay, let's go with it. Hi Saptarishi.
Hi Sethu.
How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Great, great. I remember last week I saw you in the DB workshop, the HR1, where you conducted something with Toastmasters.
Yeah, exactly. It was a Toastmasters club. We had a DB learn session. We organized to let the people know what we are doing over.
In fact, first time I came to that session, I was wondering what exactly it is about, and the way you run through the meeting, your leadership skills amazed me.
Exactly.
I think
it's a really nice platform to hone your skills in communication and also in leadership.
I was amazed. In fact, I joined as a member immediately in the Toastmasters.
That's amazing.
Welcome. I was really inspired by you. And today, actually, I wanted a bit of help from you.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a small conference room with a TV attached because we have a new project that is coming up and it's in the initiation phase. And we have a new team formed and also we have some vendors coming in. There will be a lot of presentations, discussions and debates and all that to agree a prototype first, and then we'll be also be arranging a POC plan. So I'm looking for a conference room for a period of 1 month with a capacity of 6 to 8 people. And in DB environment I did all the research and I found that there is only one room with TV attached.
Yeah.
And I found that your team is already using it for a different project.
Yeah, exactly. We are currently working together and it's currently in full-fledged mode. We are in UAT mode. So user acceptance testing has started. So we need that room, so we have booked it for 6 months over there.
That's fantastic.
But it will be difficult for me to give you the room as of.
Yeah, absolutely understand that because as I understand, you are managing high-profile projects already in UAT phase. It's quite critical. But maybe if I tell you what I'm exactly looking for, maybe you can consider that. This team is going to be, like as I said, less than 8 people, and they really need TV. Because without that, it's quite difficult to run through the presentation and discuss. And based on my discussion and with your team members, I understand they're actually not using the TV as such today, and they're using the desktops and laptops in the room for some time. And then primarily they need a network connection. That's how I understand. Maybe they need to sit together in the same place. Maybe that's why they are sitting there.
The requirement is also sometimes we are dealing with outside vendors who doesn't have access to TV premises.
Okay.
So we sometimes when issues comes up, we have to immediately join in a WebEx session or something like that, and we need the videos. So we cannot give you a scenario like we are not using it, but we might.
Probably maybe the frequency of usage of the TV.
Yeah, it's a little less.
Maybe an incident or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, understand
so
that.
maybe we can, like, if you can give us a time when you will be using the TV or something, like, and I can, like.
Actually, we need it the whole day, so that's a different kind of usage of the room. Maybe, how about this? Because I have reserved already of 6 to 7 seats, because we already expected the team to be of this size. But unfortunately, we didn't have a room because I understand we don't even have a open speaker phone option here to put on the speaker phone and talk, because it's going to be noisy. But maybe one option what I would like to put forward is, because this seating location is actually right next to your management room office, and we have about at least 6 to 8 seats reserved, and right now it's all available. And if you can consider maybe just for this month to have your team members use those seats first, feel free to just come over and then maybe 30 minutes before they tell my team, maybe they can do some arrangement, and then I think that would probably
So that also, yeah, that kind of solves my predicament.
And in case if you
basically the whole purpose is like we need the team together to resolve the issue and also to collaborate with the vendor whenever required. So if you are able to give us the, like, let's say issue comes up or something, the conference room, then it's well, I can give you the room, not an issue for me.
I think it's such a fantastic gesture by you to understand my needs, and you were able to even swap this. I think that's what this makes a great place to work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right. And it made my job easy as a negotiator to convince you.
No problem.
And thank you so much for your time.
Welcome.
Actually, he didn't resist much. He made my job easy, but rather I would expect him probably to resist more. Maybe even that may not work. Maybe I have some more expenses to shift these people, some additional costing or the headsets and all that. Maybe he could have made it more harder, but it's okay. You got the gist of it. Ideally, you need to understand with an open mind what other parties' needs are, and then try to even empathize and show that they really need, you are caring for them, their needs as well, and achieve a balance where you both can have a win-win situation. Let me get some feedback. How do you feel, Rishi, how this negotiation went?
Negotiation, which I feel I am not a very good negotiator, frankly speaking, whenever I have to do. But the thing is, I learned a lot, like the thing, you have to be appreciative. One is thing, you have to understand what the other party's requirement is. Generally, most of the time we are so bugged up with ourselves, we fail to notice what is there for the other party. Sometimes it might benefit you also in this thing, in a sense. And it will also help create a bonding or maybe a networking or whatever in whatever field you are, whatever you are doing. It might help you in future purpose also later on. And negotiation is nowadays, it's a part of everyday life, not just in office. You have to negotiate with your, maybe if you have wife, your brother, your friends, anywhere you go. Even if you want to go place and decide like where to go, and reaching that place also, if you need to, like, okay, we need to go.
You're an avid traveler, so you must have been doing this.
I'm quite accustomed to not going to certain places I want to go, and instead ending up in some other place.
Thanks for that feedback. Any comments from audience? Maybe I could evaluate it. Maybe now, what do you feel?
As you mentioned, it is required day to day, and it varies from situation to situation.
How specifically this session went?
This was good. I mean, he's very cooperative in a way.
Yeah.
Though initially we put that little bit of saying his issue first, but then later, generally that's how it happens. So,
any other feedback?
Even the icing part good. You just spoke about something in common, so that he can relate and talk to you. Because other people don't even talk sometimes. When it doesn't show, maybe in the same opposite happens, but sometimes outside. The icing, breaking the ice.
Yeah, it's like most of in the work environment, people are curt. Like you said, it's straight to the point. So if you do an icing, maybe okay, you can relate to the person. Okay, a little buttering up maybe helps. And